For analysis, I'd like to bring in Robert Parsons, our chief foreign editor, who joins us via Skype. Rob, great to have you with us. Welcome by Emmanuel Macron for the last French hostage in the world this Friday.
Yeah, for Emmanuel Macron, obviously, it's a big relief. For the family, it's an even bigger relief. They've been fighting for Madame Pétronin's release for 4 years now, sometimes quite bitterly, accusing the French government of not doing enough to secure her release, of being much more concerned with the military struggle against the jihadists throughout the Sahel. But now, she's released, the last French citizen held hostage anywhere in the world. That's something that Emmanuel Macron will take as a political victory. But it has to be said, too, that it is a military and a political victory for the jihadists who are fighting against France and the Sahel countries. Over 100, perhaps as many as 200 jihadists believed to have been released in this swap. For them, that's a triumph.
So, Rob, where does all this leave Mali after a coup d'etat? That's something that we've been reporting on the channel for the previous months. And, of course, France, that happens to be the former colonial power in their battle to secure the Sahel region.
Well, this has to be set in against the context of what's been happening in Mali. And there was that coup d'etat back in August. There is now a transitional government in place, which is mostly civilian, but still has some military personnel in it. It will be in position for 18 months. One of the reasons the coup took place was dissatisfaction both within the armed forces and amongst the population at large in Mali with the performance of the government of President Keita. It was believed to be incompetent and corrupt and failing to deal with the insurgency. So it is incumbent on this present government, backed by the military, to demonstrate that they are going to be much more efficient in the conduct of this conflict against the jihadists. And this, I suspect, is their way of saying, look, this is our first step. We're going to start getting things under control. We've released these people, but we're going to continue to prosecute the war. We will be talking to them as well. And I think this is very important. The government has, through this gesture, opened lines of communication with the jihadists. Well, it will lead to anything, who knows at this stage, but an awful lot of work still has to be done by this government, by the military authorities too, to improve the performance of the Malian army, which has been incompetent. The soldiers are badly trained, badly equipped, despite the efforts of France and other countries to correct that. So an awful lot remains to be done. Perhaps this is going to be a turning point of some kind.
So a lot remains to be done by, of course, the French authorities and the international community. Rob Parsons, thank you so much for that analysis.